Hello, I am making sure we're recording here, and it looks like we are. It is Tina Clark, computer teacher, and today is July 20th, 2020. And here is our next computer lesson, and we are going to talk about electricity. And I know that all of you benefit from electricity in one way or another. So we're going to talk about electricity and learn about it today. And in the next video, I will also talk about electricity rules for outside and inside. But today, let's go ahead and start talking about electricity, and we'll see if the sound can come through here. Okay, and I'm not going to play the music for every page, but about electricity. Now look at those really big power lines. I bet when you've been out and about, you have seen power lines in one way or another. Sometimes they're up in the sky like that on big posts and poles and things. Sometimes electrical lines are buried. And I'm not going to play the music on the next page here, so we'll hit escape on that. Electricity is a form of energy that can give things the ability to move and work. This energy can be used to power electrical items such as toasters, like right in the middle there, kettles, cookers, televisions, computers, all kinds of stuff. And you know, you're watching this on a computer of some sort or a device of some sort, so that's powered by electricity. If you're using a device, you're using the battery in the device, but at some point you have to plug the device, like an iPad or a Kindle, into electricity to charge it. So I want you to pause the video and name some more things that are run by electricity. So if you're in a group of people or at home or wherever, go ahead and pause the video and look around you and name some other things that you see that are run by electricity, things I haven't mentioned yet. Okay? I'm going to keep going, but you can pause the video and do that. Okay, so Benjamin Franklin was the first person to help people understand the principles of electricity. And the principles just means how electricity works. And Thomas Edison, so Ben Franklin is on the left here. Thomas Edison on the right changed the world with his invention of the electric light bulb. So both of these men had good input and good ideas when it comes to electricity. And these people lived a long time ago. So a lot has changed since then. There is a video about Ben Franklin. I am going to include that in the link of this video. I want you to watch it. And it talks about how Ben Franklin discovered electricity. We're going to keep going. What is electricity and how do we use it? And I think we are going to attempt to watch this video. As always, the videos are kind of choppy in my screen capture program, but this one might be okay. So we will go ahead and let it play and see how that works. Test the volume here.
Welcome to the story of electricity. So many things that we use every day rely on electricity to work. Have you ever wondered where this electricity comes from? And what is it? In this video, we are going to answer the question, what is electricity and how do we use it? Did you know that electricity is energy? Our bodies and minds need healthy food to give us the energy to be awake and active. Machines are the same. They use electricity to give them the energy to turn on and work. In fact, electricity is the energy which powers much of our lives. Unless you create your own power at home, the electricity that you use has to come from somewhere else. So how does it get to us? Let's find out. Are you ready to go on a journey? To begin with, electricity is made at power plants like this one. From there, it goes into huge power lines which travel many kilometres. At this stage, the electricity is too dangerous to be delivered straight to our homes, so it goes to a transformer station like this one. From there, it goes into smaller power lines that you might see in your street. These power lines deliver it straight to our homes.
I'm going to pause it. And you can tell that was made in Australia because the gal has like an Australian accent. So I hope you could hear it okay. But that just kind of tells you how electricity is made and how it gets to either our homes or our schools and different places like that. So now I'm going to go on here and talk about, sorry for the sound. I'm going to talk about some ways to keep safe with electricity. So electricity can be dangerous if you're not careful. Here are some ways to keep safe with electricity. Here is a picture, boy, and there's a big line through it. There is a power strip with all kinds of stuff plugged into it, plus another power strip is plugged into that power strip. Is that okay? No. It says, don't plug a bunch of stuff, other electrical cords, into one outlet or extension cord. It could damage the electrical system in your house or even cause a fire. So in this picture, they should take away one of the power strips and then and take away this second little power plug thing and just only have maybe the gray strip with things plugged into that. That is just way too many things plugged in. So that's one way to keep safe. Another one, this is very important. Don't yank an electrical cord from the wall. Pulling on a cord can damage the appliance, the plug, or the outlet. So when you unplug something from an outlet, you take a hold of the little plug area. You don't pull it by the cord. You pull it by that plug right there. And I think on the next page we can see that better. So that's a much safer way to do that. If you pull things out by the cord, yes, you're going to damage something. You're going to damage the appliance that you're plugging in, the plug or the cord or the outlet. Ask a grown-up for help when you need to use something that uses electricity. Now, some of you are working more on independence. Some of you older students are working on independence, and you might be learning how to plug things in. But some of you other students are not. Some of you other students do need to have adults help you. So until you get older and can work on independence, have someone help you. But here's what I was talking about. Where that person's hand is on the plug, that is where you hold the plug to plug it in or unplug it. So that's a good example of what to do there. All right. Have a grown-up put safety caps on all unused electrical outlets. And here at school, I don't think that we do this, but at home or even if you're in your own apartment someday, it might be nice to cover the outlets. Because it says covering outlets will also help save energy by stopping cold drafts. And if you ever have like a niece or a nephew or a small child over, it's good to have the outlets covered that you're not using. I mean, if the outlets that you're using, yeah, you're not going to cover those up. But the ones that you're not using, it's good to have them covered up because you wouldn't want your niece or your nephew or like the neighbor's baby or toddler to come over and stick their finger in an outlet. So if you're getting your own place, getting more independent, you can be doing that, putting safety caps on unused electrical outlets. Last one, keep electrical stuff far away from water. Most electrical accidents around the house happen when people use electricity near water. So look at this picture. There's a hairdryer, and a hairdryer is something that I use almost every day. Some of you might too. But look, there's some water standing on the counter and the hairdryer cord is getting in the water and you don't want that. So make sure that you keep your cords away from water. And that might be kind of a no-brainer, but it's easy to do. If you're in the bathroom, you're using water from the sink, maybe to brush your teeth or wash your face. but then you're also maybe using the hair dryer. So make sure the cord is away from the water. Maybe in the kitchen, you're running the sink to clean something, to wash dishes or clean vegetables. And maybe you have a blender or a toaster nearby. Make sure that the cord is not in any water that could be on the counter, or make sure that your appliance is not going to fall into the sink. All right. So now this video is getting long enough. Those are some ways to stay safe around electricity. In the next video, we are going to do, it's like a smart notebook activity, and it's going to be electricity rules for outside and inside. So that is all for today's video. Talk to you next time.